Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Blow Kick 864 coming in with your week 3 picks and predictions at the spread. Man, it's a hell of a week. In week 2, we like week 1, we went 9-7. During this past video, I told you guys we were gonna try to go 10-6, and we did exactly that. We called some major upsets. Some of the games that we called, we didn't bet, and but some of the upsets that I had in mind, I did place the bets and I did get those cash. Um, a little three-way parlay I did do. Um, I took Minnesota. I took Minnesota over the 49ers. I took the Raiders +9 over Baltimore, and I took Arizona +1 to cash that ticket. But like I said, some of the games that I was proud of myself in last week that I called and that we cashed, I had the Lions winning, but I had Tampa Bay covering. Tampa Bay ended up winning that game outright. Um, let's see, the Vikings game, I called the 49ers, but like I said, I had in my mind that the Vikings could win that game, in which they did go on to win that game. Uh, the Raiders, I called that one also. I called the Ravens to win, but the Raiders to cover. But I mean, like I said, for me, really not being like a big time capper, we went 10-6. So that should kind of tell you guys that's new that I'm in the right direction. You know, like I said, we're not like the average cappers. We're not a big time market over here. We're gonna call these games. We're gonna try to cash some tickets, and we're gonna have a little fun making content. You know, uh, like I said, we're gonna come back again this week right here. We're trying to go 11-5. You know, uh, picking the games right, that does matter, but cashing tickets is the most important thing that we really got going on. We're just trying to cash those tickets. Um, Very proud of myself last week, but I'm not gonna ramble on about last week because as of Monday night, 10:40, week 2 is over, and we're moving on to week 3. So to get this thing started off, Thursday night football, we have the New England Patriots traveling to the New York Jets. The New England Patriots are a 6.5 point underdog. Oh man, in this game right now, New England trying to get a new DNA going over there. Aaron Rodgers is trying to get a winning record going in New York. Um, with how New England's been playing, uh, I would have to say I lean the Jets. I lean the Jets in this game. I like for the Jets to win and cover over New England. All right, next up we have the New York Giants facing the Cleveland Browns. The Giants look like they'll be getting 6.5 points in this game. Um, I'm really not sure if Nick Chubb will be back this week with the Browns. Uh, Daniel Jones I'm not even sure if Daniel Jones is even is even starting for the Giants right now. But I'm going to have to say Cleveland. So I take Cleveland to win and cover this game over the Giants, guys. Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers facing the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee looks like they're laying 3 points to Green Bay in this game. No Jordan Love. Will Levitt will be the quarterback for Tennessee. Um, I'm going to have to lean Green Bay to win and cover this game. And like usually I go ahead and pick my winners pre-shooting the video. This one right here, we're going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to call them as I see them. So right now I'm writing the games as I'm calling them. I'm not pre-calling these games. These games are being picked pretty much how I'm going down the list. That's how I'm picking these games, guys. Next up, we have the Chicago Bears facing the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts look to be laying 1 point here, and I would have to say I take the Browns outright, guys. Um, I've been on the Browns here lately, and they haven't really pulled through for me. But I'm gonna have to take the Browns to win and cover in this game, guys. Next up, we have the Houston Texans facing the Minnesota Vikings. Houston Texans look to be laying 2.5 points with the Vikings in this game, guys. And I have to take the Houston Texans in this one. I take the Houston Texans to win and cover in this game, guys. And next up, this game here is going to be a tricky one. We got the Philadelphia Eagles getting 3 points playing the New Orleans Saints, guys. I look at this two ways. I look at it like Philadelphia can get hit in the mouth in this game, or New Orleans can keep the hot streak going that they got going right now. But hey, I'm going to call an upset. I'm going to call another upset. I say Philly outright. I like Philly outright over the Saints. Haven't watched the Saints play a whole lot this season, but hell, what they did last week was unseen. The week before that, we didn't see coming. So I look for Philly to really hit these guys in the mouth right here in this matchup, guys. Next up, we have the Denver Broncos playing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay look to be giving Denver 7 points in this game. I really don't have much to say about Denver, man. Denver look like they're going to pick right up where they left off last year. So with that being said, I like for Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win and cover over the Denver Broncos. That's asking Baker a lot of Baker Mayfield, I think, to win and cover over those 7 points. But with how Tampa Bay's been playing so far this year, I like for Tampa Bay to cover those 7 points. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers facing the Las Vegas Raiders. The Carolina Panthers look like they're getting 5.5 points in this game. So in this game, after seeing Carolina how they played against my Chargers this past week, knowing what the Raiders are capable of and what they're trying to get established, I don't care how hard Carolina plays them. I feel like Antonio Pierce and the Las Vegas Raiders find a way to win and cover over Carolina, guys. And I will say some of the bet that I placed in the community section, I didn't get that parlay in. I didn't get that parlay in. But what I'll try to do is by at least Saturday night, I'll try to have the tickets I plan on playing. I'll try to have those posted in the community section. Next up, we have the Miami Dolphins facing the Seattle Seahawks. Miami Dolphins look to be receiving 4.5 points in this game over the Seahawks. I like for I like for Seattle to win this game, but I like for Miami to cover some kind of way. I like for Miami to pull out maybe let's say a backdoor cover in this game over Seattle. Next up, we have the Dallas Cowboys facing the Baltimore Ravens. Dallas Cowboys look to be getting 1.5 points. Last time I looked at this game, I believe it was at 1. I feel like when the game or whenever the game time comes, this game will probably be a pick 'em. I take Baltimore outright. And I'm not saying that because they lost to the Raiders this past week. It's just Baltimore has to set fire and continue going all year. I feel like this Dallas Cowboy game could be a game where they get hot, they get going, and they don't look back. Next up, we have the 49ers facing the Los Angeles Rams. The 49ers will be laying 7.5 points to the LA Rams. Hey guys, after the 49ers taking the loss that they take Sunday against the Vikings, where it looked like they pretty much just laid down and let the Vikings have their way with them, um, I say, my honest opinion, I say that the 49ers wins this game. But I have the LA Rams covering those 7.5 points. For video purposes, I'm not betting this game because just as well as I see the Rams covering, I can see the 49ers winning by 37. But next up, we have the Detroit Lions facing up against the Arizona Cardinals. The Detroit Lions look to be laying 3 points to the Arizona Cardinals. And guys, I'm going to say this flat out. That little Kyler Murray going to be around this year. Come December, I feel like Kyler Murray will be playing for a playoff spot. So with that being said, my money will be on Arizona again this week, guys. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Shits. The Shits look to be laying 3.5 points against the Atlanta Falcons. This is a game that came to me earlier. My one and only major game that I'm going to call like this week. I say Atlanta gets the upset of the week by winning and covering over Kansas City. Next up, we have a doubleheader Monday Night Football. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars facing the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville looks to be getting 5.5 points in this game. And guys, I think Jacksonville wins and covers this game, guys. Like, I just think Jacksonville got off on a bad start so far this season, but I think this is a good shakeback game for Jacksonville. It's a division game, and that's how we roll. We're taking Jacksonville. The last Monday night game, we have the Washington Commanders facing the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals look to be laying 7.5 points to the Washington Commanders. And guys, I don't think Cincinnati should be laying 7.5 points. And for a point spread to be this big, and a team that hasn't really showed, I don't really see many reasons why Cincinnati should be laying this many points. So that could be a sign of a real blowout. It's probably going to be the late game out of those two games. So I'm going to say Cincinnati blows Washington. Washington coming off a win this past week, but I have the Bengals. I have the Bengals. We're gonna run back through We're gonna run back through this again. We have the Jets winning and covering over the New England Patriots. We have the Cleveland Browns winning and cover over the New York Giants. We have the Tennessee Titans. Excuse me. I have the Green Bay Packers cover and winning over the Tennessee Titans. I have the Chicago Bears winning and covering over the Colts. I have the Houston Texans winning and cover over the Vikings. I have Philadelphia Eagles winning and covering over the Saints. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning and covering over the Denver Broncos. The Las Vegas Raiders winning and covering over Carolina. Seattle winning, but Miami to cover in that game. I have the Baltimore Ravens winning and covering over Dallas. The LA Rams winning. No, I have the 49ers winning, but I have the LA Rams covering in that game. I have the Arizona Cardinals winning outright over Detroit. I have Atlanta Falcons winning and covering over Kansas City. I have Jacksonville winning outright over Buffalo. And I have the Cincinnati Bengals winning and covering over Washington. Hey, guys, I just want to mention If you guys are looking for a big time capper, go over to my guy Smoke Man Joe's channel. And just look around over there. I'm pretty sure if you, like I said, if you're a big time capper and you're really looking for some bets, you can grab a membership over there. Just check out my guy page, and he's the next level up from what I got going on. Like I said, it's your boy Blow Kick 864 coming in with my take on week 3. We're gonna come back with those tickets that we do place. We're gonna cash more tickets and try to, like I said, we're gonna try to go 10-6 this week. Everybody have a safe weekend. Let's get money.